let us begin our Toastmaster for the meeting today with the simple word meter sum, starting by our table topics session, which will be conducted by our DTM Alicia. So pass over to you, DTM Alicia.
Okay. Can you hear me? Okay. Okay.
Yeah, clear.
So today is going to be an interesting and a different table topic session. What happened is in this session we will have one speaker and then one evaluator. It's an impromptu evaluator. So when the first speaker speaks, everyone please pay attention because the next one I might pick you as the evaluator to evaluate the first speaker. Okay? Who want to the impromptu is a table topic session is about honing your impromptu skill where you can respond instantly to any question thrown to you. It is a very important skill to have, especially in today's world. Then the time wise, at 1 minute, you will see the green light. 1 minute, 30 seconds, you will see the amber light. Christopher, are you okay to show your lights? Because I only see blue. Do you have the green, yellow, and also the red light at
Yeah, sorry, I think I'm having trouble. I don't know why I cannot set my thing correctly anymore.
Haha, you see, team's giving problem. Do you have anything in your hand that is red, green, and yellow? Can you find something around you that show the color? Then you don't have to use a background, you just show it.
Yeah, let me go look for something first. Give me a second.
Okay. If I think I have color card here. This Han, will you be able to help for Christopher is getting ready? Okay. So now I would like to invite the first speaker. Who want to be the first speaker? Volunteer? Azizu, do you want to be the first speaker? Azizu?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I have 6 questions.
Okay.
Which number?
Number 2.
Number 2. Okay.
Yep.
Because I have problem with the share screen, I will just read out to you. Okay. Your question is.
Lisa, just one moment. I think we haven't introduced the role players. So do you mind that we introduce the role player before first?
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, Emily, can you introduce our role players for today?
Okay. So for the role players today, our grammarian will be okay, our grammarian will be Dr. Rashid, but I think Dr. Rashid is unavailable today.
Yeah,
So Han is here. Oh, sorry.
I'm here.
Yes, he's
welcome,
here.
welcome, Dr. Rashid. Welcome, Dr. Rashid.
I'm
So
here.
today
Yeah.
our
Right. Thank you,
Okay.
Emily.
so no problem, Dr. Rashid. So our grammarian will be Dr. Rashid, and the counter will be Han, and our timer will be Christopher. Okay, for our role player for today.
Yeah, maybe Dr. Rashid can share the word of the day before we begin.
Yeah, Emily, you want to invite them to introduce themselves.
All right. Am I audible, ladies and gentlemen?
Yes, Doctor.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the evening, Toastmaster Emily. Our role for tonight is the grammarian. I'm going to be the grammarian, which means I'm going to monitor the use of grammar and the entire usage of the English language. I'm going to report notable use of English language. And just to announce, the word of the day is going to be meddlesome. It's there in the agenda, but then I will type it in the chat box. Mettlesome means full of spirit and courage or lively, right? For example, Emily is Emily's mettlesome nature made her successful in SRC. Emily's meddlesome nature made her successful in SRC. So you can coin that to your liking, you can coin that within your speech and make sure you use it as we go over this meeting tonight. Thank you, and back to you, Toastmaster of the evening.
Thank you to our grammarian, Dr. Rashid. So now I would like to invite our R counter, Han, to explain on the role of a R counter. Pass over to you, Toastmaster Han.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the evening, Emily. So good evening, everyone. My name is Han. I will be your R counter for today. As the R counter, I will be the traffic police of unintentional or words or verbs that carry no meanings, such as ums, or any kind of weird sound or long pauses that have serves no purposes to enhance or to improve the delivery of the speech. So mark your R's and your ums. What a tips for you is that whenever you feel that you're going to make some weird sound, just try to calm down, take a deep breath, and you will automatically have that word swallow down into your stomach. That will be all from me as your R counter for today. Back to you, Toastmaster of the evening.
Thank you to our Toastmaster Han for the R counter role. So now I would like to invite our Toastmaster Christopher to have the explanation on the timer role. Pass over to you, Toastmaster Christopher.
Yep. Thank you, Emily. Yeah. Fellow Toastmasters and yes. Today as the timer, I will be timing the table topic speeches, the formal speeches and evaluations. I will also alert each speaker of the time they have left using the green, yellow, and red cards to denote the specific time remaining. And I will present my timing report at the end of the meeting. Thank you.
TME?
Oh yeah, am I audible? I think my line a bit lagging.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, so oh yeah. So for now, I would like to invite our general evaluator to Toastmaster Digi, to introduce and have a brief introduction on the general evaluation briefing. Pass over to you, Toastmaster Digi.
Thank you, Emily. Okay, this is the role of the general evaluator. Now, general evaluator's role for today is to be in charge of all the speech evaluators and all the co-evaluators. And when I mean co-evaluators, I mean like the timer, grammarian, and now counter. And my job would be to basically give feedback on how everyone played their roles today, how the meeting went, and give you feedback on how you can further enhance and improve your meeting to get into a better improvement for yourselves for today's meeting. So whatever I say is based on my opinion, and I hope to be able to help you on how you can make this meeting into a greater one. So that's my object today. Yeah. So you will see during the second half, towards the end, how this goes. Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much to our Toastmaster Digi. So now I would like to pass over the session to our table topic session, DTM Alicia. Pass over to you, DTM Alicia.
Okay, let's resume. Azizu, are you
Yes.
ready? I will read up your questions. Your question is, when faced with a problem, don't keep on discussing it. Go beyond the mental barrier to resolve it. Okay, one more time. When faced with a problem, don't keep on discussing it. Go beyond the mental barrier to resolve it. Over to you.
Thank you, DTM Alicia. You, me, and every one of us, every day we will face a problem. And the thing is, if we keep discussing on the problem, how are we going to solve it? So instead of keep thinking about our problem, we should find a way to solve it. So, so 2022. So every one of us, we have our own resolution. So whatever we face in 2021, we're going to solve it this year. So that's our determinations. Everyone have our own determination. So the same goes to me. I have a problem. For the past 2 years, I've been gaining my weight. It's almost 10 kg. So this year, February, January, 11th January. So I'm started to take action. So instead of thinking about my problem, I should start and solve it as instantly. So what I'm doing right now, every day I keep myself consistently trying to reduce, figure a way to reduce the weight. So starting with my diet, I started to reduce my calories intake, and every week for the past 2 weeks, so I started to go to gym every uh, every Monday and every Thursday. So for the past 2 weeks, I started to see result. So that there is something that I think that I managed to overcome the problem that I have, even though it's just 2 weeks and the result is small, but it is moving. I mean, I'm heading towards the right way. So when I have problem, instead of I discuss on that particular problem, I take a step and move forward to overcome my problem. I hope there is something for me to share to all of us today. Thank you.
Okay, good. I would like to invite Mahesh as an evaluator to Azizu. Mahesh, can you turn on your camera and do the evaluation on Azizu? Hello, Mahesh? It's not enough. Okay. Boo. Boo. Highlight Boo.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
you evaluate Azizu.
Oh,
Mahesh is the next round, huh? You cannot escape.
evaluate Azizo. I just sit in my bench. I just came DTM.
You just came in.
Yeah.
Okay. Who was here? Let's check. Let's get our VPE, our champion. Jaya. So you show by example the first one. The next round, there's no excuse, huh? Bull and Mahesh.
All right, thank you, DPM. Toastmaster Azizo. So that was a great way of tackling the question. I agree that the question is super long, so it takes some time for you to process it and come out with the idea. So earlier you started with a general explanation, and then you go on with sharing your personal experience, your life, what is happening with you, and trying to relate it with the topic, and then you summarize it at the end. So the only suggestion, that was a good way of tackling, like sharing your personal experience. So that's
Uh-oh, we have a
good
problem.
trick for table talk session. The only thing that I want to suggest to make this table talk, you do not have the table, you can just start. Hello, is it okay?
You are very breaking. I don't think I can get you. Anyone can hear her clearly? Is it my problem or her problem?
Yeah, I think Jaya, you are breaking a
It's
little.
everyone's problem.
Yep.
Okay, now we move on. The second speaker. Who want to be the second speaker? Is it you don't be the speaker, then you will be the evaluator. What about Cha? Cha, do you want to be the second speaker?
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, what is a number? What a 6 out of the 6? So the second was taken.
Number 6.
Number 6. Your question is, don't fear. Look beyond what's dying to what's being born. Okay, one more time. Don't fear. Look beyond what's dying to what's being born.
Thank
Okay,
you.
back to you.
Thank you, DT and Alicia. So every day we face a lot of problems, and when we face problems, our emotions start kicking in. We start feeling worried. We fear our problems, and we look at it as a very, very negative way. So my suggestion is that when you encounter problems, don't look at the problem as something bad. In fact, you should look at it as something good. Every problem is actually a blessing in disguise. You can't control what is the problem, but you can choose to control how you respond to the problem. And your outcome is ultimately how you respond to it. I don't think there is such thing as a bad problems. In fact, every problems, we can definitely learn something from it. We should look at the problem and take actions, small consistent actions to overcome our problems and make it a habit so that next time when we look at it, we are not fear of it. In fact, we know how to overcome it. Now I'll give you some of the example problem that I have faced. So I was always a slow learner, right? I was always a slow learner. I get a very bad grades in my high school. So is this a bad problem? The answer is no. So a slow learner means that I can simplify very complicated things. And in fact, this is really helpful throughout my degree. I'm majoring in engineering degree, and it's not the easiest degree to major in. And being a slow learner like me, I have learned to simplify very complicated concept into a very simple and understanding, and that ultimately helped me. So there is an example of how a problem can be a great opportunity, and we should treat every problem as a blessing in disguise. Thank you.
Aditya, you're muted.
Muted.
It's okay. Don't mute me during this session.
Okay.
Because,
Okay.
Boo, are you ready? You'll be evaluating Cha.
Right, okay. Good evening, Cha. You did a wonderful table topic speech. It does not look as you did the first time. It's like you have been practiced and you were like natural speaker. That is very, very inspiring because the first time you just enter and you give your best. You started with a very good opening, and you went through us. You bring us how the topic impacted you, and in the middle we can I can add in, I can observe that you have lost some point, that you have paused, that unintentional pause. So with that, perhaps you should have however, even though you have an unintentional pause or unexpected loss of idea like me now, but you ended very well by giving a good example and relate back to everyone by explaining about being a slow learner, how does the advantages of slow learner, and it's a good ending. That's all from me. Back to
Thank you. Just general evaluator, you may provide feedback for these evaluators during this table topic session later. Okay, that is, you can do that.
Get somebody to do a table topics evaluator. You like one person to do it because it just looks like a mess when you get when you have a session which has an, I call it an immediate spot evaluations do not work with a very young club group. Okay, when I say young, because a lot of us, I can tell you, it's very difficult even for me to listen sometimes. Yeah, let alone the stress put on you having to suddenly have to evaluate. I mean, if you're the grammarian or whatever role you're playing, it's funny, I think evaluate now. Sure, no, it won't work. Get one person, evaluate. Very good, better. Okay. Now, grammarian, is your mic okay? Very good. No, I still cannot hear you. Okay, never mind. Sorry. Let me see. Okay, we don't have a grammarian support today, unfortunately. So, but I did notice a few things here and there. I will mention what I can, yeah? Right. So the speaker who spoke today, the second speaker, may I have you come online, please? Who was that?
Second speaker?
The table topic speaker.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So, right. How? Okay. I just want to mention here, as just an evaluation. Smile a bit more, please. You're not smiling at all. It's almost like you really don't like the topic.
Okay.
Yeah. Now you smile. Such a nice smile. Must pay you to smile. I don't know. Now you smile. You must smile. It's not. Expensive. Yeah. Like I see now, Emily is smiling from left to right. Ready now. Just now, very serious. Okay. So smile. Okay. So how? Right. So some of the parts that I say. Yeah. Every problem you mentioned. Every problem. Okay. The grammar point. I don't know. I think your grammarian will have this point up. But how you respond to it. How you respond to it. Again, this is the thing. Maybe you're saying the right thing, but maybe the pronunciation is not coming out as it should. So I just want you to look at it that way. Is this a bad problem? So basically, I noticed that in some elements of your speech, you are having this issue with pronouncing the S's, the S, or the S, yeah, the Z sound where you don't need it to be there. Yeah. So just be careful on the text of speaking. Yeah. The pluralization of nouns. You tend to do that actually. Yeah? Every problem. But every problem has a solution. Not every problem has a solution. You get what I mean, yeah? Just a bit. Okay, so just be careful of that.